Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where last episode we just about put together our empire. It's very close at this point. We are lacking 2 counties, and I believe we're truce to both of these guys. Yes, we're truce here, and we're actually not truce to this guy. Shocking. Well, we'll just claim this de jure. He's got access to 50,000 troops. Wow. Because of this guy. Sure, I mean, it's not like we can't deal with that. I just wasn't expecting that kind of troop commitment. Sure, it'll be fine. We'll raise our men-at-arms, we'll raise some levy troops, and we'll just head on in over here eventually. He's not going to want to fight us. I can tell you that right now. He's going to want to run away pretty soon. He's thinking about it. Okay, that's like 70k. That should be decent. And 1 day left here. We'll group all of these together, and in we go. Beautiful. So we're already at 10% war score here. Apparently we have an heir of theirs captured. Sounds great. We're going to stack wipe this army. That's guaranteed. Somebody just converted to Maghrebia. I love it. That's really good. But we should look to spend our gold before we go too far in this war. So let's definitely do that. Just looking our way through here. Here's an upgrade. Looks good. We can upgrade over here. That sure looked to me like that was already constructing, but it wasn't, surprisingly. We can get an upgrade here. Looks great. What else can we do? This should all be maxed out over here, I think. Yeah, pretty much. We're going to have to be a little bit more systematic. Oh, we're out of gold. We're going to have to be a little bit more systematic on that later on. But for now, I'm just okay with spending down our gold. Okay, so they brought in a holy order. What is this? Somebody rebelling? A disillusion faction. That's ambitious. That's really ambitious. We'll keep an eye on that. For the moment, I'm not too concerned about it. It might become a problem depending on how long this war ends up taking. But I think this should this end the war? Yeah, this would end the war. Of course it would. So we'll enforce the demands. That's not a problem. And we'll disband those troops. Beautiful. So this guy is now under our control, and we definitely want to construct a temple holding over here. Just make sure those holding slots are full. Beautiful. I would like to grab... Do we already have architect? I think we do. Yeah, we do have architect already. So Hergeld sounds good here. That will increase our income by a pretty decent chunk, actually. 252.7. So now we're waiting on simply this truce. We could violate the truce, but I don't think there's a reason to be honest. We could think about pressing other claims. This becomes an option at this point. We don't have a claim here. We could potentially get one. Up over here, it's not a problem. West Francia, this is a kingdom tier realm. Okay, so under most circumstances, if we weren't under our current rule set, here's what I would do. I would note that this is a kingdom tier realm and that this is a huge kingdom. A really powerful kingdom. And I would immediately go in here and be like, what do we got? This guy's too far away to interact with. Anybody here who's willing to be invited to court? Now, of course, we're not allowed to do this under the rule set that we're playing under here. You are currently wandering and not imprisoned by us. So that would be what I would look to do, is potentially get them in via marriage or invitation, something along those lines. And then I'd press their claim on this kingdom. This is a kingdom tier realm, so we would get the whole thing. And that would be game-changing right there. That would be so huge. Italy is a kingdom tier realm. You can do the same thing there. East Francia, kingdom tier. These guys, kingdom tier. Now, this is an empire tier realm, so you could only do it on the kingdom level here. Same with the Byzantine Empire. But you could do the same over here. This is a kingdom tier realm. In fact, do we have anybody? We should think about that. We just won a war with him. And we should go in here, claimants, and do we have anybody in here? I don't think we do. So, nobody imprisoned currently. That all looks good. Let's work our way through and spend some gold while we're waiting at this point on truces. Or the singular truce. Do we know how long that truce is going to take, though? That is something we should find out. Our truce with Sao is 13 months. So that's not going to be too bad. Cool. It'll be my pleasure. Okay. Distract the converging guests. Sure, that's all looking good. And down over this way, I keep forgetting that we are hooked up down over here now. We have a lot more territory, right? So it's a lot. We have a lot to spend our money on. That's all of our money spent, and we can go ahead and accept these ransoms. I'm more interested in the cash than the potential claims. We could definitely be investigating their claims, but for the moment, I'm more interested in the cash. Now, another thing we could always do is invite claimants. Once we have enough prestige, we should probably call a hunt and host a feast in order to get more prestige. Sure, we'll take some gold. That works. And we can spend that gold, of course, down over here leveling up some of these structures. Level 2 castle is already being built. I would love to construct here, but we're already constructing there. Speaking of which, this should be done, correct? Correct. So we built a city holding here and a city holding here. There we go. We can now do that. 100 gold, acceptable. Demand artifact, not acceptable. 50 gold, acceptable. We gained our rival because they languished in our prison. That's always hilarious. I wish them luck with that. And we're going to continue to work on upgrades. For the moment, we're just spending our gold haphazardly. I don't really care where we spend it. I just want to spend it. We have all of this done, so we kind of get the same no matter where we spend it. It'll be a little bit different depending on vassal structures, but I'm not too concerned about that. I just want our vassals to be prosperous right now, because that means that they can upgrade their own stuff. And that should be upgrading here and there. He's just a cat. I'm not going to compensate you for a cat. Get out of here. Sure, we'll pay the royal court a visit. Murder holes, huh? Sure, we'll get some prestige out of that. And we should also move over and grab ourselves our feast. There we go. What did you just call my niece, you fornicator? How rude. Okay. Oh, okay, that's awkward. So, we declined that invitation to the feast, I think because we were holding our... Wait, did we just decline our own invitation to our feast? I'm pretty sure we just declined our own invitation to our feast. Are we at our feast right now? Oh, that's awkward. That's really awkward. And then we lost 10 opinion with ourselves, I think. That's really weird. Absolutely wild. Okay, so there's currently this dangerous faction. That's that same dissolution faction. And I'm okay with it. We're going to invite claimants, and let's see what we've got. Actually, I'm not necessarily okay with it. Let's do something about this, because we're thinking about going to war here. Granddaughters? It's not enough. That's not enough. We have grandsons and granddaughters, but that doesn't do the trick. Unfortunately, we only ever had the one child. One thing we could definitely think about is switching over to actual primogeniture at this point. Which would probably be easier after we let this fire and defeat them and have them all imprisoned. Okay, County of Urgel. I don't think we care about that. We're looking for, like, kingdom-level titles at this point. That's what we're interested in. So if they come in with a kingdom-level claim, great. If not, we're not really very interested. That's a kingdom-level claim. Oh, this guy's in Empire tier now. Okay, so that is a kingdom-level claim. Where was that guy at? I was not expecting this to go away when it did. We should recruit him. So, sort by... Oh, not prisoners. Sort by guest. Okay. Has a useful duchy claim? Yeah, I don't care about that. Where is this guy with the kingdom claim? So he is a leper. So we need to push this claim now if we're going to do it. If this is going to happen at all. So we pay to recruit him. Then we can declare on this guy. Now he has access. Oh, these guys are allied. How much does that matter to us? A lot. That matters a lot, actually. This alliance is tough. So this guy's 59. This guy's 61 and in poor health. I don't know that we're going to be able to push that claim before our claimant dies of leprosy. We'll see. We're not in a position to push it right now, sadly. I totally would have if we had been in a position to. But unfortunately, we just can't. So this is a county level claim. I don't care about that. I do want to let this fire. We do get a stewardship perk, and that will be detailed ledgers. Cool. Making us additional cash. Always nice. We're certainly going to build desert agriculture here. And I would like to get additional upgrades going. Cool. We'll get that all set up. Now, this is held by us at this time. So we could construct a city holding here. We are lacking the cash for it, but we should definitely plan to build a couple more city holdings up here. So 2 more city holdings here. We'll need cash for that. So thinking like 4 month ticks to get that all started. We can go ahead and build the city holding here. Sure, we'll attend this feast. That sounds good. Let's just do what I feel is right. And apparently there are no holdings available to construct here. So this is a similar situation as over here, it looks like, where we simply can't build there. And it might be because it's like too much desert. I don't know. It's too deserty. That's a possibility. But we physically cannot build there, so that's fine. We will continue to invest over this direction, but we're just waiting at this point for these guys to rebel. We want this to happen. We could provoke the rebellion, but that's likely to cause additional vassals to join it, which isn't really what I want to have happen. I want it to be pretty much just these guys. Now, with a disillusioned faction, and we should extort here, with a disillusioned faction, I'm just wondering, what is the ticking goal going to actually be? I'm not sure. Well, I think we have had disillusioned factions, but it's rare. It's rare that I allow a disillusioned faction to fire. But in this case, I think that it is our best play. Okay, we just discovered plate armor and court officials on the same day tick. That's a little wild. We'll get that Grand Temple upgrading, and let's take a look at our innovations here. So we're running sappers for our exposure. That's pretty solid. And standing armies, I think will be good here. Rightful ownership, we don't really care too much about. That said, Sardinia and Corsica. We can't usurp this. The Arcanate of Corsica. We need a little bit of prestige to pull this off. But I think that's doable. It may have to wait until... Wait, this faction is gone? Faction is gone. Okay, so it may have to wait until after that. Or it would have had to wait until after the faction. But we no longer have the faction. We can pull this back. We can hold up to 15. So that looks good. And there's still 3 more castles over here that we'd like to hold. It's a lot. There's no doubt about that. It's a whole lot. Checking in on these castles, just making sure that they're fully maxed out. They should be. Vassal in the Sultanate of Egypt. We decline that. And actually, that's not our husband. That's our brother-in-law that died. No, that was our husband, wasn't it? Our husband / brother-in-law. That's right. It was awkward. So we'll find a new husband here. That'll be this fine gentleman. And his primary goal will be to get us back to 15 domain limit. Sounds good. Okay, so unfortunately, we did lose a lot of prestige. We're going to need to build that back up. 1302. So 3 years until we can reliably generate more prestige. That would cost 1,200 for the kingdom, but this Arcanet of Corsica would be just fine. This would do the trick just as well. So we could go down a level of fame here and just declare it. I don't think it's a great concept. I would very much like to do this. We can create titles, though. Creating titles will do the job. Let's see here. Titles can be created. Duchies. So this duchy would be created, the Duchy of Surt, and that would go to this fine gentleman here. We'll grant him the duchy. He is the wrong religion. How much would a gift give him? 17 opinion? That's not a lot. We can try to demand the conversion. There's only an 18% chance. Next, we can create the Duchy of Zab. That would go to this fine gentleman here. So we would do the same thing here. Grant title the Duchy of Zab. 2 vassals go with. And we will send him a gift as well. And demand his conversion. 99% chance there. Beautiful. And now we're at 661 prestige. So that means that we can do this. Pushing for the Arcanet of Corsica. That will get us Sardinia and Corsica. Fantastic. So we declare that war. There's a crossing right here. So we drop our rally point. Not there. We drop our rally point right here. Raise up our men-at-arms. Raise up our levy troops. And that's looking good. I didn't actually look at how many troops they had. 20,000. It's not too bad. Okay, so we'll stop gathering there, and we'll head on in. Our men-at-arms arrive. Cool. We've kind of got them pinned in here. So we're going to head on up and look to fight them. Yes, we're going to take attrition. No, we don't care. I think that's a solid victory for us. Yep, we win that. Beautiful. So that is all great, and we'll just finish up this siege. That puts us at 47%. We don't have a siege leader here. We probably should get one. There we go. And we win that battle, bringing us to 59%. We should pursue these guys. I'm not sure where they're going to retreat to. Well, that's only mildly awkward. Okay, I'm not sure why they retreated to our territory, but sure. And we're going to head up to Bastia next. We're at 96, so this battle should end it. There we go. Sardinia and Corsica are now under our control. Beautiful. And then there's this over here. Do we have any claims here? No, we do not. Can we get any? No. Okay. Well, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. We do get a new stewardship lifestyle perk here, and we're going to take Golden Aplomb. Probably should have gone for Fearful Troops, actually, because we don't have much in terms of stress right now. But that's okay. We'll just get these upgrades queued on up. A warm welcome, sure. The city upgrade can get queued up as well. Castle upgrade, all looking good. We'll distract the converging guests. That's all under construction. We'll condemn him. Fantastic. No, please do go on. And we will, of course, build ourselves guilds. Cool. I'd love to get this upgrade going, but I guess we could build farms and fields instead. No big deal there. Again, we're completely fine with getting these upgrades built in a haphazard fashion, as long as our gold is staying spent and things are getting built. It doesn't really matter at this point. So, monasteries, sure, I don't love it, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay. We can ransom a bunch of prisoners. We can also change this guy's contract. The King of Sardinia and Corsica. He's already on extortionate feudal taxes. Done. Cool. We can demand a few payments. We can ransom some prisoners. I'm not actually too concerned about ransoming prisoners right now, unless they request it. Just because we do have a pretty good chance of having some claimants. Sao. We're no longer truced with Sao. So we should definitely put this together. I want to go for the Sheikdom. He's only got 9,000 troops. So realistically, We probably don't need more than just our men-at-arms. We can head in there and then make our way down to their capital. They did raise up a holy order. So we should probably raise a few extra troops here. Yeah, 21,000. We'll need a few more. That should be more than sufficient. And in we go. Beautiful. Oh, they're walking up this way, too. That's perfect. That's the exact direction we were planning to go. I don't know why they'd come this way. Of course, what would I do in this situation? Attack up here? Maybe up here. We knew that they were going to hit the Wargle here. So do a like, feint attack up this way. Wait for them to come down either at our capital or respawn here, and then hit the Wargle. Maybe. It would be a tough choice. This war would not go easy. That's for sure. Hence why we declared it basically without thought. We're going to head in and hit their capital. I'm guessing they're walking around to hit the Wargle here. So if that's the case, we should actually split off our siege force, something like this. Give them a siege leader. Send them down to the capital. Like that. And then these guys should actually double back up this way. I'm guessing they're coming this direction. That would be the best play here, in my opinion. Of course, if they guessed that I guessed this, and they see this small siege force, now the best play is to double back and hit the siege force. Kind of like what they're doing right now, actually. But I think it's too late. It is too late. We already have their capital under our control, and these other locations are going to fall very quickly. We're at 50% war score. I don't think they get back here in time. So we're just going to come back over this direction now. This will be the faster way, is to double back. And we're going to pop up over this direction. We're at 69% war score. Nice. And we are going to siege here. Cool. That's 87%. This siege could end this war. And I think it will with ticking war score. Yes, it should. Now, they're arriving, so it's a little bit of a gamble, but it paid off. So we enforce our demands, disband our troops. All is good. Our empire is back under our control. Plus, we've got Sardinia and Corsica. So, let's see, that was... I believe that was this castle here, right? Yeah, it had to be. Beautiful. There's nothing up this way right now that has to be a temple, so we'll get that built. However, it's not quite time to put a cut in here, but I think this is a decent stopping point, so we'll go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're likely going to go on a big investment binge. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and oh, we are actually infirm right now. We'll deal with that next episode as well. A very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, James, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Unisil, Kadra, Rogue Corvid, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.